All right, let's bring this all the way around. By the way, there have been people who've been saying Donald Trump is like Reagan. Donald Trump is like Winston Churchill. And I'm thinking, you know what, just slow down, okay? I like what Donald Trump is doing, but these kind of comparisons are way premature. I have children named after Reagan and Winston Churchill, okay? And right now, I'm not going to name any of my kids should I have more after Donald, okay? No, I'm just not. So we'll see how this all pans out. We've got a lot of time. Now, Trump cannot burn this hot for the next 6 months. On a media level, he actually needs to start to just mete out what he says because he can't burn this hot. In other words, if you see a horrible accident and there's never an accident, you look at it, you stare at it. But if you're watching a demolition derby and there's accidents all over the place, after a while it just becomes like, oh, I can't bear this. And so he's a media pro, so he knows this. He actually did phoners on Sunday for these big TV stations. He didn't go on any of them. He just phoned in, which was smart on a media level for him. But let's talk about Alan Keyes and Rubio and Ted Cruz. If Donald Trump self-combusts, or if the Republican establishment is able somehow to get enough of us sheep to ignore him, or enough of these sheep to ignore him, and he can't build an infrastructure and he loses, whatever, things come unglued. Where do you think those voters that are following him right now are going to go? Do you think they're going to Jeb Bush? They're not going to Jeb Bush. No. And Bush's people know this. Bush's people know that he has such high negatives inside of the Republican Party that people despise him. Those voters are not going to Jeb. They're going to Ted Cruz. They're going to Ben Carson. They're going to the person who seems like the insurgent candidate, like Trump seems like that. Maybe to Carly, I don't know. Maybe to Alan Keyes someday. Because what we have happening is this phenomenon where if somebody can capture people's imaginations and their anger and their rage with earned media, they obviously can go really far. If the election was held today, Donald Trump would be the Republican nominee, and if the election for her against Hillary, whoever it would be the next day, Donald Trump would be the president of the United States, people. Do not kid yourself. Donald Trump would wipe the floor with Hillary, okay? And if you notice, there's some black women, do a web search about women supporting Trump. There's some black women I saw yesterday. I weighed and I thought, I'm not going to run this. It's just a little bit intense. But these two black women are just throttling Megyn Kelly. Stay away from my man. You come to me the next time. You ask me permission if you can even talk about Donald. I mean, they just went off on Megyn. So they're Democrats. These are Democrat women, black Democrat women, who said, well, we really like Donald and we don't like Megyn Kelly. So what we could be seeing is maybe transmitters being put in all the sheep all over America, at least a lot of the sheep all over America. Don't believe the Republican machinery. Don't believe the media. Recognize that you're being manipulated and grab your pitchfork and your sword. Yeah, let's go.